The OECD is on the cutting edge of trade, whereas before we would argue about tariffs, lowering the duties that we charge on products like cars and books and paper clips that we send back and forth. Now we're looking at trade and services. And the OECD has created a new index to look at how restrictive countries are. Where are the barriers to trade and services like accountancy and architecture and some of the new things that we can't really move across borders but that we need to measure in order to liberalize those services and remove the barriers to them around the world. Services are very important to our economies in the United States and in other OECD members. And the Services Trade Restrictiveness Index, the STRI, is an important tool for our policymakers and negotiators to use to get rid of these barriers and have an open economy for services. The OECD is also looking at trade and value added. It's a different way of measuring trade. We used to measure trade in whenever you move from country X to country Y, the entire value of this product was measured in terms of trade. But now we're just measuring the value added that came out of a particular country. So if, for example, all of the technology and intellectual property and patents that came out of it came from the United States, but it's built in China, China doesn't get all the credit for the entire value of the iPad or the computer or the garment. The design and the thought behind it comes from the United States. And then maybe the advertising comes from the European company that does this. And by measuring the value added in these trade flows, we're better able to address the policies that will encourage more trade, encourage more prosperity, create jobs, and be able to track what's happening around the world.